So, Michael, what inspired you to choose leadership?
Yeah, so, like most people, I feel like my path to leadership is unique. I think what we find, the more leaders that we talk to, more people we talk to, we find that everybody has a very unique and very interesting path to leadership. My dad helped me start my first business when I was 11 years old. At the time, I thought he saw some kind of creative genius, some entrepreneurial genius in me. I
Mm-hmm.
later realized that he was just trying to keep me out of trouble because I was an active little boy.
Mm.
And so
Smart
he did,
man.
yeah. So he helped me, start this business, which eventually helped me to pay my way through college. I got out of my undergrad work with no college debt, which even at that time was a pretty amazing thing. And after college, went to work for a nonprofit for several years. In the course of working at that nonprofit, we started helping other nonprofits with outreach and with marketing. We became so busy doing that we had to make a decision. Either we would stop helping these nonprofits, some of them faith-based, all of them doing transformational work in their local communities or in the marketplace or around the world. We would either pull back on that or we would really have to launch a full-time consultation business to help them. And we made the decision to go full-time, started a marketing consulting firm in the Washington, D.C. area, and was there for a couple of years, and then realized we could save a significant amount of overhead by moving to Jacksonville, Florida, which is where we were doing a bunch of publications and printing at the time. And so we relocated there, met my wife in Jacksonville, Florida in 1999. And then a few years later, one of our largest clients, which was a university, asked us to come on full time. And so from there, I was full time in higher ed for a while. And about 9 years ago, I realized that some of the dysfunctions that I was experiencing, both in my own leadership and within organizations that I was serving in, I started writing about them. And I thought I was the only one experiencing some of these things. Nobody could relate to the things that I was experiencing. And what I found at that time was a community of people that were experiencing many of the same things that I was. And I'm sure, as you've started the podcast and you've been communicating with people, and even our listeners today, they're like, yes,
Right.
that's what I found too. There's people out there who are struggling with the same things that I am. And so over the last several years, we've started walking a path where we just began helping leaders and serving leaders and supporting them and resourcing them. And today we're so incredibly humbled and honored to be consulting and training with leaders and teams from organizations like Mercedes and Boeing and Staples and CNN. And we're hosting thousands of people every year at our retreat center now here in the Atlanta area. Just incredibly rewarding work, creating memorable experiences for people.